The sun is about to rise at the 2019 Motocross campaign. Wide open 250 class rolls into Hangtown without a favorite. 10th gate pick, doesn't matter. Use the inside to knife into the lead. Cooper just gets the edge on Sexton and Cianciarulo.
But he came on strong. This one, little accident down the hill. Teammates get together, and Hunter Lawrence gets a foot peg. Yeah, he made a couple passes quick on the opening lap that got around Webb. Thought this would be a good battle through the motor, but Roczen's pace, even though he may not be 100%, was really good. Then Tomac able to find his way around Barsha. Kind of fell off a little bit at the end.
Briefly passed him, but then Anderson got him back, pulled away, and then Anderson caught Webb for second. It was a good fight between them for a couple laps until that pass and mistake. Cianciarulo around the outside takes the lead.
Well, you can just tell with this getting slick there, the inside line, you can't get on the throttle too hard. You can tell how little grip or traction they have.
Oh, he's in a battle right now as Moseman comes together with Sexton. He was trying to hold Sexton off for fourth. They collide. Here's the crash from Sexton. RJ Hampshire down.
Looks like he's changed his mindset a little bit. Like, okay, I was being hunted down. Now I'm the hunter going back after him.
Here's how Roczen got the lead. It was over the big fly racing step-up jump.
So watch this. Tomac goes to the inside.
It's a battle for third. Hunter Lawrence and Jordan Smith come together and go down.
Yeah, just two lines coming together. I don't think they anticipated that once they got hooked. They go down. Yeah, Cianciarulo knew that he, always for an overall, it's important to be on the podium in the first motor. Justin Cooper takes that win.
Blake Baggett and Ken Roczen battling for the lead early. Baggett at the motorsport.com hold shot. Roczen quickly gets around. Hit Anderson, Musquin, and a whole heap of talent in the mix. Musquin gets around Anderson, and Baggett goes down. So that'll put Musquin in the number 2 spot, and then he spent a long time trying to track down the leader. Roczen, you won't even see Tomac for a while here. This is so strange, Ben LeMay.
Yeah, obviously a Moose, and then Musquin battling, trying to get around Roczen, went to the outside to take a different line, left the door open. Tomac didn't need a second invitation, and then in the closing stage of the race, charges up the inside, able to still stick the inside line, make the pass. And right here, Cianciarulo leads the braking as late as possible, moves McElrath out of the way to take the lead.
And then Hunter Lawrence passes all those riders as well, and then executes a move in a corner that cost him with some crashes earlier to take over the lead. And he started pulling away. And remember, he was fresh because he didn't finish the first moto, and then this unforced error allowed Cianciarulo to get by.
This is when Tomac was able to get it done on Musquin down that fast boulevard that we talked about all day.
And from there, would pull away. That was the second half of the race. Marvin held him for a lot of it. But this is how Eli generally wins races. It's what he does in the last few minutes that makes all the difference. It was the same story. So then Anderson and Webb would battle it out for second. And then Webb would make a few mistakes of his own. And that would allow Anderson to strike.
Yeah, made a little bubble there. Anderson railed around the outside, got the drive. Cooper would still fight back immediately, but not successfully as Anderson holds on. And then a big moment here for Cooper Webb. Wow. We didn't see the very beginning of that, but I could bet my bottom dollar that he got his feet ripped off because of those ruts when you're leaning. The bike took a fair bit of the hit, so I think a little tweak.
Wow.
And you see him go around the outside of the first turn, up the inside of the second turn, and then he makes some more passes through here. Then the battle up front. Lawrence, using that outside line, gets around Nichols, puts himself in the second.
And he wasn't done. He would then close the gap on Justin Cooper. Using him in the same corner, yeah.
Goes a long way around, puts him on the inside there, takes the line away, and then Cooper tries to fight back immediately.
Yeah, then Cooper would have some problems, including with his teammate here, Ferrandis. Ferrandis on the left side of the screen. Watch this. Comes up the inside. They both want the same line. It results in Cooper going off of the racetrack. Ferrandis would take over a position, and there's Cianciarulo going past Cooper as well. That looms large in the championship.
Then at the front, the battle. Roczen strong in this one. Gets around Osborne. Oh, and then that was beautiful there around Anderson. In fact, all his passes, watch this one. This one is just incredible. Wow. Just wheelied with his feet on the pace past Cooper Webb.
And then Webb, late in the race, is trying to cling to second, but Eli Tomac would take the long way around. And that pass by Tomac, when combined with his third place finish in the first moto, was enough to win.
Launches into these braking bumps, takes the line away, gets a lead from Nichols.
Ford Drake is going to get the motorsport.com whole shot. He pulled away from there with the lead until this huge crash. That allowed Cooper to take the lead. Now you see Sexton in that blue gear, the pit area, go out of this race. Sexton gets Mosiman, and then this daring pass for the lead.
Yeah, he had to make that happen. He had more speed. Justin Cooper was riding really well, wide by.
RJ Hampshire was on the gas catching Cian Cirillo at one point, then he went down. Good battle. Finally, Roczen, finally, and I mean finally, it took like 5 swings at it to get around him.
Yeah, he tried to do that spot that's worked well, but then round the outside, great momentum. Webb tried to block him at the exit, but unsuccessful.
Here is Marvin. First, catches and passes his teammate Webb. That's for second. And then, as you heard Marvin say in the interview, he just kept his pace up and started.
Back then, Martin Davlos goes down. Hampshire has nowhere to go. A few other riders get collected, but Hampshire would fight back for a good second motor.
Justin Cooper led the majority of this one. We theorized that maybe Ferrandis was waiting to put an attack on him, and when he put the hammer down, there was nothing Cooper could do about it. Here's how Ferrandis grabs the lead. Then Musquin challenged him for a bit. Anderson, Osborne would get shuffled back to 4th, and then made this move to retake 2nd on Musquin.
Then Ferrandis, beautiful move, just out muscles his way around Routh. He was heading to the front. Routh, and then you could see Justin Cooper right in front of him.
Yes, but that same downhill section that he used to make the pass on McElrath led to his undoing. So it was all over the place early in this moto. It's hard to even keep track of who was where. Osborne got passed by a couple riders, then he comes back. Here's Webb trying to get Roczen as well. Roczen was up to 2nd, then faded backwards. So Webb gets Roczen here. Eli Tomac got passed by Roczen and Osborne, then he came back to get them both to retake the number 2 spot. That was impressive.
That was just a sneak around the outside. Great move there. Tomac finding his groove during this moto.
And then here comes the attack.
Yeah, rails that outside, gets a good drive. They're side by side. Cincerello looks over, he sees Ferrandis is there, puts Ferrandis on the inside for this corner. He's able to make the pass, and then he put his head down and started stretching it out.
Osborne didn't quite get the whole shot, but it was a huge battle early between he, Cooper Webb, and Musquin.
Yeah, it was, and then a little mistake there from Webb coming out of that corner, and Osborne had that inside, took the lead. And then you see Roczen just really strong at the beginning part of the race, gets around Webb, but unfortunately for the 94, it would go south from there.
Second.
Yeah, he tries to go that outside line there, just bike bounces over the top of that little berm. Battles to get going up the hill, loses a few positions, but he would rally back.
Look at McElrath. That was his opening. He had to take it, and he does to get the lead from young Ty Masterpool. And from there, he would start pulling away.
Mosiman, Hampshire squares up the inside. Little mistake from Mosiman, takes the line away. RJ had some great lap times.
Yep. Ken Roczen would not waste time making moves to get up to 3rd, while Tomac put the challenge to Bogle for the lead.
This was risky right here. Oh, that was a gamble right there, because that could have ended in tears. But great move from Tomac, and they thought, okay, great. Roczen then would quickly get around. I mean, that was just insane around the outside, that corner speed. Gets around Bogle, and I genuinely thought this was going to be a great battle, and Roczen, I thought he had the pace to take it to Tomac, and then Tomac found another gear.
Over Mitchell Oldenburg. I didn't even see that. That's what happened. That's how Oldenburg got the lead. A little off-track excursion from McElrath. Then watch this. Falk is going backwards on the track and knocks Ferrandis down. This is early in the race, so very critical moment.
But we've also seen in the past that sometimes a whole shot for Eli Tomac is not the best thing ever. He's more of a charger from behind, but this time around it worked for him. Anderson in the motor would go after Roczen. This would be huge for the title as far as that's concerned.
Yes, because Roczen, if he had finished 2nd, would have staved off title elimination, but here comes the cavalry. Anderson gets by. Now you see Musquin down to the inside. Osborne and Barsha are there. Roczen would end the moto in 7th.